Yeah, but I mean that's just like literally who I was. I was the person who was like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize that you were that uncool," and so like they never offered me drugs again. Um, but yeah, when I went to Ole Miss back when I very first started streaming, like I don't think you were with me at the time. Like when I first started, I'm talking like my first like 3 streams. Uh, I did when I went to Ole Miss. That was a rough time for me. I lived in an apartment because, you know, obviously I couldn't live at home and go to school there because, like, that's just not, it wasn't close enough. I'm gonna go talk to this person. They look interesting. Hello. But so there's a bad drug problem at Ole Miss. And the people who lived directly below me were just like super big bad assholes. Is there anything else I can do in here? Okay. So they were just super big bad assholes, and they smoked a lot of weed, and it like always wafted up into my apartment. One day I came home, they had smoked so much weed that my cat was unresponsive. Like, it was awful. They were constantly getting in fights with the people who lived next door to them, which were these ROTC people. I really liked the ROTC people. They would carry my groceries upstairs for me if I made them cookies and stuff. They were really sweet. But the people who lived directly below me, like one day, I guess they didn't pay their, like, they were like the distributors.
I understand that some people are not comfortable in the presence of androids.
They like
I am perfectly comfortable. Now back off
didn't pay
crush you like an empty beer can.
the like dealer, I guess.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I must insist.
And
my instructions stipulate that I have to accompany.
he came to collect.
You can stick your instructions?
That was a really scary day.
No.
I really thought that he killed them. Like the way it sounded.
Never mind.
You know what?
But it was
Buy
fine.
one for the road. What do you say?
Because I hated them.
Bartender? The same again, please.
They sent me like the reason I left Ole Miss, I don't know if I ever told you that.
Make it a double.
Was because they threatened to kill my cat. And I just couldn't go back after that. Like, if you're gonna threaten to kill my cat, that's just not okay. So, yeah, that's why I don't go to that school anymore. Yeah, it was really scary. I lived in a really, like, bad apartment complex. The people across from those people, it was a man and a woman. They were boyfriend and girlfriend, and they had a small child.
You wait here.
They got in a really bad screaming fight one day. I was carrying my groceries up the stairs, and the man, like, she tried to swipe him and like scratch his face. He grabbed her by her hair and drug her up the stairs. I lived on the 3rd floor and they lived on the 2nd floor, so like that was really scary for me to watch personally.
Josh Douglas for Channel 16. Can you confirm that this is a homicide?
This is one of my favorite parts of the game. I just think it's really fun. You get to play detective.
Androids are not permitted beyond this point.
I am an android that is permitted beyond this point.
What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
What part of this is my job don't you understand?
Instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Oh, come off it.
Hank, we were starting to think you weren't going to show.
Yeah, that was the plan until this asshole found me.
So, you got yourself an android, huh?
Oh, very funny. Just tell me what happened.
You ever call around the bank from the landlord? It hadn't paid his rent for a few months, so he thought he'd drop by, see what was going on. That's when he found the body.
Can you walk in? Thank you.
Jesus, that smell. It's
I
even
can't
worse
smell anything.
before we open the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and
All right.
aggravated assault.
Let's get all the
According to the
clues.
neighbors, he was kind of a
It's a drug.
loner. Stayed inside most of the time. They hardly ever saw him.
Well, stayed easy in. Wasn't worth calling everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
I'd say he's been there for a good 3
I don't like
weeks.
how he
Before the
licks
coroner gets
things
here.
to
There's a
tell what they
kitchen
are. It
knife
kind of makes me
over here.
uncomfortable. Like,
Probably
ooh.
the murder weapon.
Any sign of a break-in?
But I guess he can't get sick, so like, doesn't matter.
Nope. The landlord said the front door was locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air. Make yourself at home. I'll be outside if you need me.
Lots of dried blood. Signs of a struggle. I don't really know why we had to like specifically look at that to know that, but Deviant took a knife. Deviant was attacked and had emotional shock. Alright. That's how that happened. We got a little bit of a scene going on here, kind of understand. Alright, he likes android sex. You're gonna go to bed. It was great seeing you. Oh yeah! Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more over the summer. It was so good seeing you again. Have a good night. I'll see you soon.
Each letter is perfect. It's way too neat. No human rights like this.
Thanks for stopping by.
Chris, is this written
You know,
in the
I
victim's
always
blood?
throw this archives up on YouTube. So don't worry about missing anything. You can always go back and watch it later.
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
Red ice. Seems our friend Carlos liked to party. Chris, I want full analysis on the narcotics.
Consider it done, Lieutenant. Hey, Mike, you finished taking samples there?
Yeah, that's it.
Door was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No, this type of soil would retain a trace. Nobody's been out here for a long time.
Ooh, killer's still in the house. Alright, time to go examine the victim. I am alive. Alright, he did drugs. He dead. 28 knife wounds. Holy shit. Ugh.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Oh, yeah? Shoot, I'm all ears.
It all started in the kitchen.
There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android with the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
The android stabbed the victim.
So the android was trying to defend itself, right? Okay, then what happened?
The victim fled to the living room.
Alright, that makes sense.
The android murdered the victim with the knife.
Okay. Your theory's not totally ridiculous, but it doesn't tell us where the android went.
It
He didn't
was
leave.
damaged by the bat and lost some therium.
Lost some what?
Therium. You call it blue blood. It's the fluid that powers androids' biocomponents. It evaporates after a few hours and becomes invisible to the naked eye.
But I bet you can still see it, can't you?
Correct.
Yeah.
I can see Tyrion. You need me.
Hey, what are you doing with that chair?
I'm going to check something.
Gonna check something.
Hopefully this is tall enough. Ugh. Oh, my eyeball's itchy. Ooh. Found you.
I was just defending myself.
I know you were.
He was gonna kill me.
I'm sorry.
I'm begging you. Don't tell him.
Connor, what the fuck is going on up there?
It's here, Lieutenant!
I didn't have a choice in that.
Chris, Ben, get your asses in here now.
I'm sorry. I didn't have a choice.
Come on!
Alright, let's have a look. What were my other options? Alright, bought him a drink. Could have just not checked the shower. Alright. I don't know what that whole line is, but I guess I could have just not found him? Maybe? Alright, everybody. Well, I think that's where I'm gonna leave off for tonight. It was great seeing everybody again. I hope that everybody has a great night, and hopefully my weekend will get better. So guess we'll figure that out. Thanks for talking. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. It was good to see everybody. Have a good night.